The NHL Draft begins Friday night. The Flames hold 2 selections in the first round. Glenn is back with us. And Glenn, for NHL teams, this is really a chance where you're kind of stockpiling for the future.
Tara, the Flames have 7 picks in this year's NHL Draft, and that includes pick number 18 and the last pick in the first round, pick number 32. But GM Craig Conroy has more to think about than just the draft.
Calgary is now on the clock.
This year's NHL Draft will look a lot different. In the past, every team is jammed into a venue and had full representation to make their picks. At this year's draft, the Flames will only have Lanny McDonald and new assistant general manager Peter Hanlon there to make the picks. The rest of the staff, including general manager Craig Conroy, will be in Calgary doing their work from the Scotiabank Saddledome.
It's going to be interesting. I want to see how it all works out, but it's definitely, it's the first time something new. It was such a great time at the Sphere last year that, it's a little bit different, but we'll see how it goes these next 2 days.
The Flames have the 18th and 32nd pick in the first round on Friday night. They have an obvious need at center, but that doesn't mean they'll pick a middleman at the draft.
Obviously, you're always looking to add the best player. If that player was a center, that'd be great. But again, like I say, if we get to 18 and we have a player that's 10 on the list and that player's a defenseman, and then we're not just going to take a position. We're going to take the best player.
Conroy says he's always willing to move up in the draft, and this year it appears some teams may be willing to part with higher picks. The Flames GM isn't sure what will happen on draft day.
You've had talks with teams and they're open, but again, everybody wants to see how this, like I said, nobody has a clear cut who's going to be there at their pick. So as we get closer to the picks, would you be willing to move? So we'll see if teams are willing to do that, but it's going to come on draft night.
The draft isn't the only business Conroy has to take care of. Reports indicate defenseman Rasmus Andersson is ready to move on from the organization. But Conroy says he has to be patient so the Flames get the maximum return if they do trade the 28-year-old Swede.
You got to look at it. Ras has got another year in his contract. And, I talked to Ras this morning. He's totally, we're all good. If he's a Calgary Flame in September, he's a Calgary Flame. I mean, there's nothing that I would say is going to happen or not going to happen.
The Flames have offered Dan Vladar a contract, but it sounds like he wants to move on and try to become a starter somewhere else. Sounds like Kevin Rooney and Anthony Mantha will also be moving on. And don't forget, next week, free agent frenzy. Lots going on in the NHL. Ooh.